Hello PPW Nation and welcome back to the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. I'm one half of the Video Bros. I'm Bobby Munson, and the man beside me, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. Papa Smokes, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Bobby Munson. How are all my PPW Nation doing out there?
Hopefully they're doing fine and they're ready for a great matchup here on our channel today. We're being joined by that man, the leader of re-education. He is Mr. Bucky McGraw, and what a path he has been on here at Prairie Pro Wrestling, Papa Smokes. He has taken out some of the top names of the company, continuously picking up the W's, and he's looking to keep that momentum going here tonight as he's going to be taking on a brand new comer to the pro wrestling world. I'm not talking just Prairie Pro Wrestling. We're talking about this is the debut match of Riley Shack, a recent graduate of the Prairie Pro Wrestling Academy. Very excited to see what goes down here tonight, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, this is great, Bobby Munson. We get to see some of the talent that we've seen for years in Saskatoon and always enjoyed in Bucky McGraw. And then we've got a brand new wrestler to the wrestling world. I know the fans here are going to give him a huge Saskatoon welcome.
They sure are, but again, Bucky McGraw, as I said, going to be looking to continue those W's here at PPW as his star continues to rise. Ever since making his debut, he holds one of the best win-loss records here at Prairie Pro Wrestling, and we know that that is going to continue to grow with every single matchup here. You know, that book has been a very defining part of his victories here at Prairie Pro Wrestling as of late, Bob Smokes.
Yeah, the book is very important to Bucky McGraw, not only intellectually because it contains the rules for re-education and re-enlightenment, but that book has become very handy to Bucky McGraw within the squared circle itself.
It sure has. We're going to see if that comes into play here again tonight. But in the meantime and in between time, if you could take just one quick moment there, if you're joining us on YouTube, and hit the like button below. After you hit that like button, give us a quick subscribe. It takes you a matter of no time at all. We know that many of you out there are viewing us, and we want to get you as regular subscribers to help grow Prairie Pro Wrestling and get the name of these talents out there. And again, speaking of talents, like I said, Prairie Pro Wrestling Academy has got a lot of up-and-comers in its ranks. We know we've seen the rise of Tommy Gallivan, the Bridge City wrestler, and right here we're getting the absolute mid-ring debut of young Riley Shack. This should be a good one, Bob Smokes. We'll see what this kid has learned in his short period of time with the Prairie Pro Wrestling Academy. And again, I'm sure we're going to see a continued rise for this young man in the years to come.
Well, look at this, Munson. Riley comes out to the ring with a tremendous amount of energy. Did you see him banging his head on the ring steps here? This guy looks intense. I'm looking forward to this match.
He's got a good look, this young man. Again, he is one of the star pupils that's been working in the academy as of late. Looking forward to seeing what he has learned, Bob Smokes. This should be a good one. But again, going up against a very experienced ring general in Bucky McGraw, we know that Bucky is going to try to slow this thing down, bring it to his particular style, and do everything to work young Riley Shack.
And already at work with the psychological warfare here. He's going to try and explain some of the path of enlightenment to Riley Shack here. And he's just trying to get in the head of the youngster. He's going to try and beat him psychologically before this match even begins.
It could be an easy way out for Riley Shack right there. It's shaking the hand of Bucky McGraw, maybe taking some lessons from him. But he might also choose the hard path, Papa Smokes, and that hard path will be learning the lesson the hard way at the hands of Bucky McGraw. And as this thing goes to kick off, we also want to invite you, the PPW Nation, or those watching, if you're going to be in the Saskatoon, Saskatchewan area, I want you to join us in a live capacity on Saturday, April the 22nd, for Prairie Pro Wrestling presents the Bridge City Beatdown. It is going to be chaotic. All your favorite Prairie Pro Wrestling stars are going to be there on hand. And as always, the Video Bros will be there making the tapes happen so that we can bring you this action each and every Saturday. And this one kicking off in a high gear, Bucky McGraw with those thunderous elbows into the corner of Riley Shack. And already Riley looking worse for wear, Pop Smokes.
And wow, look at Bucky McGraw. He obviously sees something in the young wrestler here that he's worried about, because he started this match at a breakneck pace. And you can see he wants to get it done early. This can't be the easiest match for Bucky McGraw either, because he doesn't have any tape to watch of Riley Shack. He doesn't know how to prepare. He's not sure what Riley Shack's got up his sleeve. So I believe that Bucky McGraw is going to try and get a quick victory here.
Definitely so. Again, Riley Shack is, got an advantage in the sense that he has probably watched many, many tapes of Bucky McGraw. But again, how do you prepare for somebody of this kind of experience? Tapes are not Pop Smokes. It is not quite the same as getting in between those ropes and actually having to lock up, being in front of the PPW Nation and knowing that you're going to be seen all around the world right here. After a hot start, Bucky McGraw kind of slowing this one down, getting more to that mat wrestling that we see from him quite a bit. Very much an expert in the mat grappling game, Bucky McGraw.
Absolutely. And McGraw's giving up a fair amount of size to Riley Shack here. So I would say it would be best to eliminate that vertical base, put the bigger man down onto the mat and try and weaken him and tire him out on the mat.
His dad toying with him at this point. What a thunderous arm right across the face of Riley Shack as he's got him locked up like a pretzel right now. And we got a lot of great matches coming up for you guys in the not too distant future here on the Prairie Pro Wrestling channel. As I mentioned before, if you are subscribed to the channel, turn on the notification bell. You'll be alerted every single Saturday as matches become available. But we got big things in store, Pop Smokes. Again, we've got a World Championship match, a pre-PW World Championship matchup that's coming up very soon in the upcoming weeks between our champion Sheik Akbar Shabazz and Colton Kelly. It is going to be massive. We've got a lot of great action from stars like Sean Moore, El Assassino, all that coming up for you guys in the upcoming weeks as we're getting a good look in at the future of Prairie Pro Wrestling in a sense here in Riley Shack. And again, Bucky McGraw, let's take nothing away from him. His victories speak wonders, and somebody who would be looking to possibly make his way to the top of the table and earn himself a Prairie Pro Wrestling Championship match in the not too distant future.
And the way Bucky McGraw has been working in PPW, he doesn't want Riley Shack to use him as a stepping stone. In fact, he's going to try and do the opposite. He's going to try and victimize this younger wrestler, get a victory off of him, and just put himself a little bit closer to that #1 contender's position.
Just happened. The PPW Nation, while not quite familiar with Riley Shack, are definitely trying to motivate this young man because a universal despise from the PPW Nation when it comes to Bucky McGraw. They would love to see Riley Shack pull off the big upset here tonight, picking up a W over Bucky. And he had that one well scouted. Very nice by the young man.
Oh, with moves like that, he might just pull off the upset.
This kid's got some good size to him, Papa Smokes, and he has got the energy for days. Look at this. Dropping that elbow right down on Bucky McGraw. Hook that leg, kid. There you go. 1, 2. Not quite enough. Bucky manages to kick out before 3.
Wow, Riley's going to want to stay on it and keep that momentum. Stay on Bucky McGraw. Don't let him have any air to breathe. Yeah, see, he took too long, and Bucky's a wily veteran. He'll get it back on you.
And again, he had that one scouted this time. Look at that, attacking the knee of Riley Shack, taking away that standing base of Riley, chopping him down to size. And again, he was working the legs earlier on in the matchup as well too, trying to make it so that Riley just doesn't have the leg to stand on here, Papa Smokes, making it a lot easier on the path to victory.
Now with that spinning toe hold, and he's turned it right around into a figure 4 leg lock. Riley's in big trouble in the middle of the ring here. He's got to make it to those ropes or this match is over.
That is it. That is all it's going to be for the young man. Again, a good effort, of course, while he was out there, Papa Smokes, but he's tapping out to Bucky McGraw here tonight. The veteran in this matchup manages to pick up the big W once again, adding to his already impressive resume for Prairie Pro Wrestling. But again, let's take nothing away from Riley Shack. He's the one that got in there. He took an opportunity, and he did everything to fight against the veteran Bucky McGraw here tonight and prove that you can learn just like Riley Shack at the Prairie Pro Wrestling Academy and one day earn yourself an opportunity inside that Prairie Pro Wrestling ring.
Yeah, Riley Shack can come away from this match feeling no shame whatsoever. He hung in there with a sturdy veteran for a number of minutes in this match. He managed to put together some offense and get a couple of 2 counts on McGraw. I think Riley Shack can hold his head high after this PPW debut.
He's got a bright future with us here and in the professional wrestling industry. We're looking forward to seeing more of him coming up. And again, we'll be seeing more of that man, Bucky McGraw, as well, too. A great victory for him as he continues to rise up the ladder here at Prairie Pro Wrestling. But we want to thank each and every one of you, as always, for taking your time out of your Saturday or any time during the week when you're watching this on YouTube to join myself and Bob Smokes for all the action here on Prairie Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel. Like, follow, subscribe, all those great things, and check out Prairie Pro Wrestling on all social media. We will see you guys next Saturday. Take care.